Darisaw will be a full workload for him. The Vikings' chances of winning
possess for Justin Herbert. Can Herbert keep this
on him in that running game, but also over the last 2 weeks, 160.
Does Tooley play over there? What led for the 6th straight?
The Vikings struggled giving up big pass plays. What opportunity do you see for yourself in this offense tonight?
I think just trying to score points, man. See if we get the All-Pro. So, it's great to have those guys back, and, a player like that can change the game immediately.
He does that before every game with Herbert in his second year. Kevin O'Connell, who was with the Rams, and then they won. Vikings will get it. SoFi filling up. Everybody trying to beat the traffic. Los Angeles, Miles Price, rookie out of Indiana. That's Price right there. Chargers and Vikings. Kick is fielded at the 1-yard line by Price, and the rookie comes out past the 20, around the corner. He goes. Price will get stopped up at about the 45, and most of it is coming back. Cleve Blakeman is our referee tonight. So Carson Wentz here, replacing McCarthy after week 2. 5 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Moved the ball well left.
Be serious when you're scratching the head. Tonight, they just want him to be a distributor. Find the open man and get the ball out.
Aaron Jones is back. He's missed the last 4 games. He flares out. The pass is behind him and into target here. It's 2nd down and 10.
It's good to see him back. Had the hamstring injury in week 2. They really missed him, not only catching the ball, the two of them together taking some.
Here he is, Jones.
But Tart, I thought he might have jumped. He got such a quick first step right there. And that's going to be a match. At center, of course, not able to go. They went to Michael Juergens. He wasn't very successful. And they moved Blake Brandel, 64, in there.
Mason is now the back. Wentz under pressure, gets it away. Caught up at the...
It's a heck of a job here by Tart, because you know the pressure's coming. They bring 5 up. They end up rushing 4. He gets hit right as he throws the ball. I don't know how he got any, but what a job by the Carson Wentz, showing you his strength at 6'5", 230.
16 on a 3rd and 10. First down now at the 32-yard line. Back to the ground, cutting to the outside. The former 49er Mason picked up in a trade. And
Jesse Minter in this Chargers defense, you mentioned in the open, they started 3-0, had a lot of confidence. All 3 is physical at the line of scrimmage. Bad eyes on the back end. Was most noticeable last week.
Again, over the last 3. 2nd and 8 to the outside goes the pass. It's Addison, who had a big game last Sunday. And
Jesse Minter's scheme against Kevin O'Connell. He wants to keep the ball in front, especially after last week against John Archer Moore. So their goal tonight, keep everything in front and make Carson Wentz and his Vikings offense be consistent.
Jefferson is going to line up in the backfield. Wentz rolling, under pressure. Has to just heave it away. Great pressure put on. Put the heat on.
Yeah, Jesse Minter rolled the dice here on this 3rd down and short. He's right him up, and Wentz doing everything he can to keep that play alive. But a good job of timing that up by Jesse Minter there on that 3rd down and short.
Received the kick. Ryan Wright is the punter. Take it. He will not. Fair catch called for. And made at the 17-yard line by Darius Davis. So, Kamani Vidal is the running back. Start with a run. That goes nowhere. Jonathan Bernard, 2000 draft just after Tua Tagovailoa. You can see he has the most pass attempts and pass yards. Marion Hampton will be back, they hope, sooner than later. So you're not for a coach who loves to run the ball if he can. And that pass is picked up. Rodgers, no stranger to interceptions.
Time early in this game, steps up. They brought pressure there. You could see Metellus walking up, ends up bringing the pressure. That's a hop. He's trying to get the ball out. It's just behind. Good
turnovers.
Here's a good
reviewed. You don't need to challenge this.
Here's a great look here. That's as good a
obviously. He does get control prior to the ball touching the ground. See, with the ball moving, I don't see enough to reverse right there.
call on the field, of course, was an interception and an 8.
It's well known they are a pressure defense. Walk people up, they'll pressure you, they'll walk out.
And the Minnesota defense is out on the field. Herbert's going to come over to the sideline as everybody lunges in that game against Cincinnati. Also had a 66-yard fumble return.
Harbaugh just waved it off and said it's incomplete.
Complete pass. Brings up third down.
So Herbert and the Chargers catchers looked like he had to pick 6, but just unable to secure the ball as he fell to the ground. And now the good thing that he lives by, get him the 3rd and long, and that's exactly where they have him.
Second week in a row on the Chargers' first drive of the game. Pressure. On the run, he throws, he hits.
Drop it, Vidal with a great pickup, and there's the threat of Herbert, the athletic ability of stepping up, climbing in the pocket. You can see.
First down to the 31-yard line. Through the middle, nothing.
As aggressive as they come as a defensive coordinator, a lot of people try to mimic his scheme and his aggressive approach. Interior, we're going to do a good job of running the football. We got 2 good backs in Omarion Hampton and Najee Harris. Of course, they're injured. The line's been in.
2nd and 11. Pressure again. Gets it away. Caught close to a first down. Some game on Sunday out of Syracuse, 5th round draft choice, 164-yard game.
Shown signs even prior to last week of being a difference maker, a tough matchup even for a guy like Harrison Smith. Tight end.
3rd down and 2, and into the game comes Jared Patterson, who was just activated, played his college in 2022.
Think about that. And he comes in on 3rd and short. There's Omarion, that linebacker, Blake Cashman for the first.
Out of the pistol, pass to the outside, Ladd McConkey, who was their leading receiver last year.
And as if the Chargers need more bad news on the injury front. Mekhi Becton is right there, the big fella. Came over from Philly. Been playing through some.
To bring him in as the right tackle. Paste and glue up front for this team. Herbert fires over the middle at the 40-yard line. Caught there.
Continuing to get hit. He's been hit more than any quarterback this year in the entire NFL. He knows it. Didn't take too big a hit there from Ivan Pace, but he's been
pressure per game. Keep it on the ground now. Vidal.
I think they're confident they can get back to running the ball tonight.
They go 3 tight ends here on a 2nd down and 4. Squirting his.
I think a big reason they feel more confident, number one. The other thing is Joe Alt. You can see him, how big he is. 6'8", 322-pounder out of Notre Dame for the Chargers.
Bad John, who's about as big, 13 years with Kansas City. 3rd and 1. Or play action. He steps up, avoids the sack, throws wide open. So good.
Late hit. They hit him late and high. Dallas.
Distance to the goal line for the end of the catch. First down, Los Angeles.
Did a good job of avoiding that pressure from Bernard. Get completion.
15, yep.
Get the completion, and you tack on more yards for the penalty.
5 runs, 6 passes. Vidal with the fullback, Matlock in the backfield. Nothing.
No concern for anything bouncing outside. I think he saw the formation you're talking about, and watch him just. Remember, the Chargers have been struggled in the red zone. Only 10 touchdowns in 24 red zone drives. That's
second and goal. Look out. Herbert tries to escape. He does. Herbert will work his way down. Of course, he was just escaping. But when he scrambles, he's averaging 12 yards per carry.
Yeah, he gets out of there, and he's tough to bring down. Instead, he finishes the play. Really good back-to-back efforts by Grenard, and gives you an idea of how he can be.
3rd and goal on the 14th play of this drive. To the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. There's a late flag. Matlock Gadsden picks up right where he left off 4 days ago.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Here's your man thinking you're going to win, and then Joe Alt, who again is at left tackle against Bernard. Good spin move to get in towards Herbert.
Sudden star right there. That could change the offense. You get a tight end like that out of nowhere.
Think about that. This goes for
penalty and a PAT.
team, which they elect to take it from the 15-yard line to the 30-yard line.
Okay, so that moves the ball back now. They'll snap it from the 30. Whoa! Almost. Very close.